So, this is the intruder.
Yes, Mr. Coletti.
What's your name, boy?
Oh, Chris. Chris Dale, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
What are you doing here?
Well, as everybody knows, I'm rather a big fan of Joe 90.
Joe 90.
Yes, and I thought it might be rather fun to sneak into your underground complex, what with you easily being the most ruthless and nasty of all that show's villains.
I see.
Yes, well, I've always had an interest in gun running and hand grenades and so on.
This boy seriously wounded 2 of our men.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry about that, but sometimes I just get so gosh darn cross.
I've heard enough of your lunatic excuses. What's this?
Ah, well, this is the Randomiser. Yes, this machine contains every single Jerry Anderson television episode and feature film ever made.
Could almost be real.
Oh, it's very real. That's another reason why I'm here. I'd like you, Mario Coletti, to press the button and select today's episode.
Certainly.
That's it, thank you very much.
Come on. Come on!
Ah, I can see you're hoping for a good episode today. Let's see what we've got. Ah, yes, I think you've done us proud here. It's new Captain Scarlet with Syrtis Major.
An unusual name.
Yes, first discovered in 1659,
That's very interesting.
So here we are again with new Captain Scarlet, and we open straight away with one of my favourite sequences of the entire series. This single spectrum helicopter flying through a city, then there's a second, then there's a third, and they're all approaching this massive tower in the centre, the Vulcan Tower, and Vulcan Industries.
Let's do this, and do it right.
Yeah, 3 helipads at the top. Reminds me a bit of the older London car view, actually, but this entire sequence of Spectrum, all the Spectrum captains, every single one of them, even Indigo is there. Indigo never even speaks throughout the series, as far as I remember. This whole sequence, aside from being really exciting and shows the full power of Spectrum, there's this guy waiting for a lift, and then suddenly 4 of them come out: Scarlet, Ochre, Blue, and Indigo.
You look smarter than that.
Oh, and I love that guy's subtle sort of nod to Scarlet, sort of, thank you, I am quite smart.
I don't mean to sound cynical, but I wonder if all these promises will have any meaning after the election.
We were trying to be topical. Oh,
Brave, nobody move!
that's quite sweet.
The devil is this?
I mean, it's a very exciting opening, and then it's sort of, you realise that they just storm a room with 3 people,
Supervisory jurisdiction.
none of whom looked like they could put up a fight.
Mars was declared unsafe and out
He
of...
could have probably just sent Magenta on his own. He looks quite keen to pull a gun on anybody in this scene.
was closed and your people sent back to Earth.
But do you have any idea how much money we have tied up in that mine?
Yes, this Vulcan Industry has still got a mine working on Mars.
Launched from Vulcan's lunar operation heading for Mars.
It's just maintenance, that's all.
Bring your men back immediately.
We can't. They landed at Syrtis Major 2 days ago. We lost all contact the day after.
And there's Jeremy Hitchin doing a guest character, and I love this transition to Mars as well. We zoom in on this map behind Captain Blue that shows Mars, and then suddenly we're at Mars on the old Spectrum space shuttle carrier thing. But what I like the most about that opening scene, and I don't mind going back to it because it is one of my favourite scenes in the whole series, is it feels like, okay, the CGI wasn't the greatest in the opening episode, so here we're going to do something big and epic, and we really, as Scarlet said in the opening, do it right. It was
everything looks okay.
Yeah, such a great intro for the episode.
Sign of any maintenance crew either.
It is possible their communications are offline.
So now Scarlet, Blue, Gold, Ochre, and Destiny have been dispatched to the Vulcan.
It's the one place I didn't want to be again in any...
Vulcan base, along with...
People stick to the rules and keep away.
Maybe if Spectrum had been more forthcoming with its reasons for kicking us off Mars, we would have.
The reasons were clear.
South African guy.
The geological surveys showed the planet's tectonic structure was becoming unstable.
I'm not stupid. I'm a geological engineer. I ran that mine for 2 years. If Mars was going to get hit by earthquakes, don't you think I'd have known something about it? Spectrum's hiding something. What is it?
I've located a safe place to land. Buckle up. I'm taking us in.
Ooh. And this, again, a demonstration of how much improved the CGI was by this point. The Vulcan mining installation just looks absolutely beautiful. I think there's a shot later on of a bison just rolling out over the bridge, this long bridge connecting it to the base, and it's just, oh, it's so beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, there's the old bison rolling out.
We're looking for 3 guys that probably got themselves trapped down a mine shaft. What are you going to do with that?
Nothing, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ochre's got the biggest gun she can find and a bit of a twinkle in her eye. Which is why we love her. Oh, here's the shot. Yeah, the bison just... Oh, that is beautiful pan around the Vulcan complex. So many girders and platforms and, oh, lovely stuff. And I like as well that everyone is constantly looking around. They are,
What do you think, Paul?
struck by the beauty of the place,
Let us in, Griggs.
as much as looking for potential threats.
The more I'm with you guys, the more I get the feeling there's something you're not telling me.
Which way to the control center?
Interesting as well that everyone's spacesuit is color-coded, although it's difficult to tell Ochre and Gold apart, and Destiny's is just white. But Griggs, that's the South African engineer man, he's wearing an orange suit. Now, is that just a sort of generic passenger/guest suit, or is that
Me yet, Captain.
Captain Orange's, who has died off screen since we saw him briefly at Captain Black's funeral in the first episode, and so won't be needing it anymore?
Center. That's what it's for.
Then maybe we can find your 3 men.
Oh, that was odd. Maybe that was just a lighting thing, but for that one shot, Griggs' suit turned red, same colour as Scarlet's.
I'm looking.
Now it's orange again.
Oxygen level stabilized. Oxygen level stabilized.
So everyone gets their helmets off.
What was that?
Stand down, soldiers. It's just the wind. I told you, there's a storm coming.
This place gives me the creeps.
A lot of the guys got the creeps. Some even reckoned the place was haunted. But that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, there would have to have been life of some kind on Mars, wouldn't there?
I love this part of the Griggs character. Aside from just being
Just get the
genuinely sinister, he seems very
They've been taken.
aware of... obviously, he doesn't know about the Mystrons per se, but he's aware of, because of the way Spectrum have been behaving, that there must be something more than meets the eye here.
fast but sure. We know what we're looking for. Griggs, you're with me.
Remind me, Doc. Did we come to a multi-billion-dollar mining operation on Mars, or Castle Dracula, Transylvania West?
It is disconcerting, I admit. But it is only the wind. You should...
What was that?
Spooky noises.
I didn't hear anything.
Through there.
Well, Blue's heard something, but Gold didn't hear anything. Oh, there's a public water fountain. Oh, this is the bathroom. Oh, then that might not be a water fountain. That might be a... that might be where you wash your hands. Probably not a good place to drink from, then.
Show yourself!
Rare sight of toilets in the Jerry Anderson universe.
There are Mysterons here. I can smell them.
They were using the bathroom, Dr. Gold. I won't stand for that.
Quite a bang with this little lot. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ochre's gone straight for the explosives.
What is it? Something touched me. I felt it. Elaine, there's nothing there.
I like as well the order in which the base starts to affect Spectrum people, starting with Blue and Ochre, who are by far the most gung-ho,
They're not in the complex.
let's just shoot it until it can't be shot anymore, and then it gradually moves up through the rest of them.
I'm a pilot, not a mole. I'll stay.
Okay, Destiny, but there's no need for the bedroom eyes. You're just going to operate a lift.
Are you sure you're going to be all right? I mean, there's probably nothing here but us and 3 miners under a pile of rocks, but...
Don't worry. This place spooks me, but I can handle any bumps in the night.
And again, the way the line is delivered, okay, it's not so obvious, but the way the eyes and the tilt of the head, it's sort of... Every line with Destiny is almost like a sort of, oh, maybe I can handle any bumps in the night. And Scarlet just looks at her as he clearly doesn't know what she's on about. Anyway, our Spectrum heroes, minus Destiny, and with Mr. Griggs, now descended to a lower level.
What's this gas?
It's harmless. Seeps out of the walls. There's just more about than normal. The filtration system's been off for the past 8 months, remember?
Oh, Ochre's trading up her gun for an even bigger gun.
Hey, Griggs, what's the firepower for?
It's not a gun, it's a laser rock blaster, and be careful. You could take the whole roof out with it. Now come on, let's find my men.
She probably went for it because it's color-coded to her spacesuit. Almost as if it had her name on. Anyway, they're all piled into this little rover jeep thingy. While Destiny is all by herself. Or is she? Here he comes.
Hello, sweetheart.
Getting Angie and Den vibes here.
Yeah. Although I guess it's no surprise. Mars is home now, isn't it?
Second home. Sort of.
And this is a very cool shot coming up.
Break the Vulcan maintenance team and hitch a ride?
Something like that.
So what happened to them?
They're around.
Destiny guy dives for her gun, and Black shoots it out the way, and he just stands there posing with one hand up, very flamboyant.
For you.
He's also in his full uniform as well, which I don't believe we've seen him wear since Mercury Falling quite a while ago. Anyway, Scarlet and Co. have found... Well, they found one of the missing miners, who is, yet again, a character who seems to have been modelled on Mr. Jerry Anderson himself.
How is he?
He's alive.
He's bald.
If you'll allow me.
Looks like someone gave him a real Saturday night beating.
Okay, Adam, we don't need to know what you get up to at weekends.
Dug himself out of a cave-in or something.
He's coming round.
It's okay, Roberts. You're safe.
Roberts. Oh no, Roberts isn't having a very good time. He's backing away.
Take it easy, yo.
Get back! Get back! Get away from me! Roberts, calm down. Take it easy.
Full on freak out. Oh.
What on earth?
Stay here.
Now, Scarlet's going to handle the balding, middle-aged, doughy man all by himself, because he's a real hero. Oh, Roberts has fled into these gorgeous caves.
Hey, Roberts!
Lovely gold light, lots of stalagmites and stalactites all over the place. Oh, one of them's just been hit. Nearly got Scarlet as it fell, because the other two miners have each got one of those heavy industrial lasers that Ochre was coveting earlier. And they've hit one of the rocks above Roberts and crushed. Oh, that was a brutal death for that character. And I like that it's only just out of shot, but not really. You see enough just before the camera pans off him that you know he is thoroughly crushed. Oh, another brutal death for this show. Anyway, Blue and Ochre are here.
Hey guys, nice guns.
Both armed with quips.
Stunning.
Oh, stunning, yes. Oh, and I like that little wink she gives him during the bomb thing.
They test. They're as human as you or I.
Then what's going on here?
Where's Griggs?
Ooh.
Do you ever think about us, Conrad? The way we were before the Mysterons.
Oh.
Sometimes think you'd make an attractive Mysteron slave.
Oh, there with his Mr. On slave again. Oh, that's it. Knocked him down, grabbed the gun, and again, this is a superbly cool moment coming up. It's a cool moment in an episode full of cool moments, really.
Tell me, what are you doing here? What do the Mysterons want with this mine?
Black's advancing towards her. He's not injured.
Fire.
Whatever makes you happy.
She's gonna shoot. She's gonna shoot. And she just shoots holes in him that instantly heal. Oh.
Now, playtime's over.
Griggs? Hey, Griggs!
I kind of like seeing the Black and Destiny relationship in this episode because it's not so much of the melodrama as Destiny often brings to the proceedings. It is kind of a darker twist on the normal interactions between the two of them.
What are you doing, Doc?
Just a few tests. They won't take long.
Ochre's having a bit of a hard time. Oh, she's going to pull her gun on him.
Okay.
Blue's not doing much better.
It's Vulcan's fault we're here. I'm not risking my neck another inch for this guy.
Come on, Adam. Are you okay?
No! I'm hundreds of feet underground on a planet swarming with Mysterons. Now, that might feel like home to you, but not me.
What are you talking
And
about?
this is another example, this scene is quite a good example of how the performances are
Do you think I don't see what's going on?
slightly more genuine than the facial animations at this time could really cope with. Robbie Stevens was really going for it there, but Blue, all Blue's face could really do was just scowl and narrow his eyes. Anyway, Blue has now completely lost it. Scarlet's had to knock him out. And you get the feeling he has to do that a lot with Blue. Meanwhile, Ochre...
I said step away. Step away from the bomb.
Bomb? There isn't any bomb.
He's imagining Dr. Gold is
I know you're a replicant.
a Mysteron planting a bomb.
thing I can't work out is when the Mysterons killed the real Dr. Gold.
Elaine, listen to me. I understand what's happening.
I also like that Ochre imagines a bomb, considering the first episode we see her in.
Most likely
She is potentially called upon to defuse a bomb. I don't know if that's a nice bit of continuity or what, but...
Delusional paranoia, even hallucinations. As long as the filtration system kept the levels down, its symptoms were minor. Feelings of uneasiness, like being watched. Maybe thinking someone has touched you when there's no one there. But the filters have been off for 8 months. The gas...
I also like that Dr. Gold isn't affected.
It sends the maintenance crew mad with paranoia. It's doing the same to us.
He's an interesting, well, slightly interesting character, Dr. Gold. I like his general aura of calm.
Fresh air.
It can only be a matter of time before we start to feel the effects of...
Scarlet's stunned Ochre.
Be safe on top?
No. Levels are so high the surface complex will be compromised. We are already feeling its effects.
Destiny.
Not entirely sure why Scarlet isn't affected, but anyway, Black has now got Destiny tied up, and he has rigged a bomb as well. Bombs are plenty around here today.
Conrad, don't!
Well, the last bomb wasn't real, but surely this one is real.
You that's human. The Mysterons didn't destroy all of you. Please, try to remember who you were.
And if I did, would you be there for me, Destiny? Would it be like it was? No, because now you have Scarlet. Well, not anymore.
Black's got a big button to push, but...
Destiny, no!
Ah, he was never really there. It's all in Destiny's head. Yep. All that cool stuff with Black and the relationship melodrama stuff.
Let's get out of this madhouse while we...
All inside her head.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen.
Oh.
Griggs, you've been affected by the gas.
I don't think so, Doc.
Some have a better tolerance than others. Yours must be pretty good too. But it won't save you.
If it gets out that Vulcan Industries let its men work exposed to that gas, they'll close the whole company down.
That's right. We'll lose the mines on Earth, the lunar operation, and we're negotiating rights on Io and Ganymede.
The Jupiter Moon surveys aren't even complete yet.
You've got to stay ahead in business.
I like that. That's that tiny indication of how expansive humanity's place in the universe is in New Captain Scarlet, or in the solar system anyway. Anyway, Destiny
It's you that time, Black.
has just stunned Griggs.
Life support system.
Although, considering the last time we saw her fire her gun, it was
Powering up ignition.
clearly set on kill because it was shooting holes through Black. It's amazing Griggs isn't killed.
I'm fine. It just all feels like a bad dream. But at the time, Black, he was so real. I can't believe it was all in my head. I can't believe I almost killed you all.
Oh, I can.
You saved us. That's what's for real. How's everyone doing, Doctor?
They're fine. The clear oxygen has purged any effects of the gas.
What about Griggs?
I'm afraid it would take more than fresh air to cure his condition.
Oh yeah, Griggs seems to be on life support. Maybe Destiny did do more damage than it appeared.
Industries, or the Mysterons? I think I'd take the Mysterons.
And so the Spectrum space shuttle heads back to Earth. Everything's been sorted out. We found 2 of the 3 miners. Well, we know where the 3rd one is, but we can't really bring him back. We didn't bring a bucket. And that was Syrtis Major, which is an episode that I really enjoyed. Just, the first time I saw the episode Rat Trap, I thought that was how that episode was going to go, with everyone slowly going a bit paranoid and crazy on Mars. And I was relieved that it didn't go that way. But when this one finally came around, it was, the same idea that I thought Rat Trap might be, but done much better than I could have expected. Really enjoy this one. Nice bit of Martian paranoia.